a little bit closer in.
Have you sorted it?
I think so. I'm definitely going to need a bell tonight.
Oh, well, that's okay. I've got the bell out ready.
Good.
I was prepared because I'm a legend.
Okay, 58. Skip. Okay. Hey guys, just setting up on my laptop. Oh, that was good. Hello to, let's see who we've got in here already. Sandy, Charlotte, Marie, Judy, Sherry, Anna Karen, Alan, Alison, Revo, Susan, Tina, Vicky, Lizzie, Vivian so far. Good evening to you all. Are you all right?
A few new names in there, I think.
One or two. Hi, Laura.
I'm not terribly sure, because I don't pay as much attention to people.
Hey, Cheryl. Yeah. It's okay, love. Happy Mother's Day to all the mums and stepmums out there. Yep. And same to everybody. Yep. Mother's Day here in the UK. Hey, Natalie. Hey, Kay. Catherine is coming in from Facebook and says hi to all.
Hello.
Hey, Laurie. Let's just move my light over a little bit. It's better. Hi, June. Hi, Leslie. And Adria is coming in. Yeah, happy Mother's Day to all mums here. Hope all had a good day. Yeah. Ours hasn't been too bad.
It's been all right.
Yeah. Hello to the other Vicky. We've got two of you in here now. Two Vickies. How are we all doing? Are we all okay? A couple of notable absences in here tonight. I know Patsy's not joining. She's been taken out for Mother's Day. And Sharon also has been taken out for Mother's Day. And I fully anticipate that this will not be as busy a stream as normal because some people will be being taken out for Mother's Day. So, yeah. But we are still here, still stitching away. And we have this one. It is this piece that's come out to play. It's Tower Bridge. It's my other Sophie Kilpatrick kit, a Gecko Rouge one. So I am just over 1,000 stitches in.
Woohoo!
Hey, Carla.
Does that require a bell, actually, 1,000 stitches?
No, because that's normal for me.
Oh, all right. Tell them all how many stitches you did yesterday.
I already did in the group.
Oh, right. Yeah, but some people might not have seen it in the group.
Yeah, I had a very busy stitchy day yesterday.
That's putting it mildly.
Yeah. Hey, Denise. Hey, starting to work on She Sleeps. Oh, enjoy. Is it the regular size or the max colour that you've got? A regular size, max colour, super size, max colour. Which one is it, Denise? Also, how are you tackling it? I work the outside edge first and then inwards. How are you doing it? Hey, Kelly.
Your method seemed to work.
Yeah, it did. I wish all the UK moms a great Mother's Day. We celebrate in Canada in May. Kelly's plans her to go camping that weekend. Yep. Hey, Senga. Hi, Emily. And Kay will be time traveling later. Liz has had a good look on Gecko Rouge and now has a long wish list. And Kay has started the second instalment of Roses. The Hey Sal, yes. I know that the second instalment was released a little earlier, wasn't it? At the end of the week. Vicky had to restart Santa yesterday, but already at 5%. Cool. Denise says she's got the regular sized max colour, same as me. Cool. Starting at the top and discovered that I'm missing 3072 and my 453 has so many knots that I'm grappling with. Oh dear. That's not what you want. So I was a little bit late with the show and tell thread, given obviously that it's Mother's Day today. I've had some visitors as well. But if you've not put something on the show and tell thread, it is in the group. So sometimes I may be a little bit later with it, but it doesn't mean that you're not going to get one unless I specifically say. It's just that, you know, if I'm a little busy, I might have a look actually and see if I can schedule a post or something for it. Carla says in Portugal, Mother's Day is also in May. Cool. Not to worry, Lizzie. To be fair, you weren't the only one who asked. So, yeah. So, I had a busy stitchy day yesterday. You might have seen it in the group. I was working on Night Cafe all day. And I had a severe case of chair buttitis with a side order of a very particularly severe case of stitching bug. And I managed to input 3,700 tent stitches into Night Cafe.
Now, you could argue that because it's tent stitching, because it's not full cross.
It's not full cross. It's like 1,800 stitches.
So it's kind of a bit of a cheating way of doing it.
And quite a lot of them were 310.
Yeah, so there was a lot of block colour. Now, now I'm not saying it to be awful, Nikki, but I mean, it's not full cross.
No, I was thinking exactly the same as you were, Andy. But you know, it was just shows you how much I can get done on that piece when I've got literally nothing to do. So
I wasn't saying it to be awkward.
No, I know. I bet 3,700 stitches is near nigh 0.5%. Well, it's about 1/3% because 10,000 stitches is 1%.
Well, you are good at what you do.
So it's had quite an impact, really.
Yeah.
I've done all right on it this week.
So did me.
Yeah, needle was definitely on fire.
I'm on fire.
And, you know, Andy got up quite early. And to be fair, I was up early too. And I wasn't, this weekend, I decided to put work out of my mind completely.
You did the right thing.
Last week at work, oh, yeah, I know I keep talking about work and how difficult it is at the minute. But, you know, like when you're doing something and they keep changing the goalposts and you're kind of fighting against the changing of the goalposts. That's me at the moment. And when Friday came, I was incredibly pleased to see Friday. And I'm like, I'm not doing any overtime this weekend. I'm not even going to think about work. I'm not going to talk about work after Friday night and having a bit of a rant to Andy while he was my captive audience. He was in the bath.
I just lap it all up.
You just soak it up, don't you?
I don't care. You can talk. You can talk anything like that to me, I'll sit and listen. It might not all go in, but I certainly listen to you.
And I just decided that I was putting work out of my mind, and this weekend I was stitchy focused because I knew I had no plans to go anywhere yesterday, and with it being Mother's Day today, I had no plans to go anywhere today. And you know, I mean, of course, going places is a little bit not difficult, but I'm being selective at the minute, given that I'm halfway through dental work. So, you know, I just decided to really kind of buckle down and stitch, and that's what I did. And today already, I've done 1,700 stitches before picking this piece up. I've done 1,000 on coastal, 700 on not She Sleeps. I've already done She Sleeps. 700 on Night Cafe, and now I've got this one out. So I've let myself in for something, I tell you. Ooh, what you let yourself in for, Lizzie? Wowzers, no matter how you count it, it's still impressive. Thanks, Judy. Can't get quicker than a quick stitcher. There's a advert in that somewhere. Thank you, Adrian.
Yeah, I think you may have nicked that off
Quick Fit.
Off a certain
Hey Kay.
Garage chain, shall we say?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm late. The puppy got out. We had to mend the fencing. Oh, cracky. Are you renaming a Houdini? Leslie, I'd like to hear about your working week. Sorry, it's going through a rough patch. Yeah, it's not rough really. It's just hectic. I mean, we are busy anyway at the moment. In the business I work in is very busy because there are changes coming up governmentally, which impact what we do. And then somebody that works for our organisation has made a mistake and it's impacted everybody. That's really kind of the best way I can put it. When the mistake happens somewhere else and it filters down and you end up at the bottom of the chain.
It was kind of, and the mistake that happened, I mean,
it's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just feels like everybody is being punished for the same thing.
It is. That's what's happening. It's filtering down to every single department. But anyway, enough of work. Cheryl's working on a Disney cross stitch. What else have you guys got on your frames? Kay is still trying to work out how she stitched fewer days in March than January, but still managed to stitch over 400 stitches more. Only thing I've changed is my rotation.
Ooh.
AJ says, yes, I borrowed it off the advert. Lizzie asked the local seamstress if she can make an Empire line or Regency style outfit because she's been to my home, she's seen my cross stitch and given me homework. Oh dear. Hey Katie. She's made my brother a waistcoat and she's making me stitch things by hand, my own clothes. Help. Oh dear. I can't help with that one, I'm afraid. If it was making a picture like this, then yes, but no, I can't help with clothes. Sorry. Sandy is working on Daydream of Redwoods, Pain-Free Crafts, up to 83%. Yay. Susan is working on Hogwarts. Charlotte's trying to crochet with a sore thumb and then counting until I have 210 stitches. Cool. Adria is still working through Tiger Family in the Jungle. Kay is busy on her Haid alpaca. Going to hold off for a few days before I start the Haid Sal. Leslie's back to stitching on Steampunk Beauty by Artisy. She's not been touched since the end of January. Judy is stitching an Easter egg by Satsuma Street. Lovely.
Satsuma Street.
Yep.
Sounds interesting.
The sew and tell thread is there if you've not put a picture on. So, yeah.
Yes, sew and tell. And I've got the bell ready because apparently Nikki says there's definitely one finish.
There's at least one finish.
There is one finish.
Yeah.
At least one. So that means the bell's going to be rung tonight.
Vivian is working on Pretty Python by Needle Lot Designs. And Emily Lorna Lane Pumpkin by Gecko Rouge. I'm at 26.78%, which feels unreal. Ooh, How many stitches is that in total? I've been looking at that one.
What, because you want to stitch it yourself? Yeah, I think you've got enough to do.
Hey, I've still got a birthday present to buy.
Well, that's true. You have. Don't let me stop you, by the way.
Katie is still working on Rosa Gallica. Cool. Okay, and I shall also in Sew and Tell show you a couple of the, well, in fact I can show you one of them now. Show you one of the gifts I got for Mother's Day. So you guys will know I had some bracelets given. I had one for my 50th birthday, which was this one, which is the Alhambra style. I bought this one for myself, and then Hannah has given me this one for Mother's Day, which is very pretty.
Because Hannah's a little legend.
And I'll show you the other thing that one of the other things that she got me in Sew and Tell. Katie, oh yeah, I've done that one, and a bet one, yes, as well as a bet one, Laura too. Sherry is working on mini Celtic Thistle from Hayde, 18.51%, and Natalie is still working on Home Sweet Home. Emily says comparatively small 28,375 stitches, but I've never completed this large of a project before, so it feels like a big deal. And once you've done one, you can do another. Yep, she does have good taste, doesn't she? Hi, Sonia. Tina is knitting this evening. You've got some socks on the go, haven't you, Tina? And June hasn't been stitching a lot lately. She has no excuse. June, if you are not feeling to stitch, you're not feeling to stitch. And that's that.
Force yourself.
Exactly. If you force yourself, then you'll end up not wanting to do it at all. Laurie is busy sewing curtains for her kitchen. By the way, she's not in here yet, but both Enid, who is itching for stitching here on FlossTube, and Tina, who is Tina Tries Stitching, have both released FlossTube videos. They could also do with some subscribers, so do keep them in mind. You know what to do.
You do. And while you're at it, come find me.
I think most people are sub to you anyway, Andy.
I know. I'm joking.
But yeah, Tina did a whip parade yesterday, and I happened to see one of our photo conversions in there.
Did you now?
I certainly did. Yeah, the bride and groom that you did.
Ah, a long time ago. Long time ago. I've got that in now.
Meant to watch her earlier, but forgot about it. Andy, been watching you, says Lizzie.
Oh, have you?
Yep.
What exactly have you been watching?
Fun to hear everyone's so busy. Busy, says Katie. Carla, working on it by My Kitty Warrior by Jules Design. Cool. Have you started your Gecko Rouge kit yet, Carla? Hey, Enid, you must have heard us. We were just talking about you. Saying about your floss tube.
So talk of the devil and it shall appear.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I was thinking there. It's not quite. It's not quite.
Liz has been watching Cass Stephen.
My yeah. The run that's been out this week.
Tina says, and it will be joining my rotation on this time through, so should see some progress soon. Great. You saw a notification. Cool. Have we got some stitching out, Enid? What are you working on? Oh my goodness.
Sounds like the girls are
having a little quarrel, and Patsy's not here.
They're competing for the bathroom.
Yeah. Enid's going to work on a small Turkish sampler. Laurie's about to have power issues. Town has lost hydro. She hasn't yet, but lights are flickering. Ice storm damaged to the power lines. Oh, let's hope they don't cause too many issues for you, Laurie. When Patsy comes back on the Wednesday stream, we'll have to tell her the girls were having a quarrel and she missed it.
What will that?
Because she was asking the other day. Yeah, I was saying the other day, I've not heard the girls have a quarrel for a while.
Well, we don't want them to have one, do we?
Well, no, but you know, it's always when Patsy's not here that they have one. Happened last time too. I love it that it's still light at nearly 8 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because the clocks have gone forward.
Yeah, my stepdad was quite happy about it too.
Changing of the clocks is a very contentious thing for some people. Some people don't like it. Some people can't wait for it.
It confuses the cat.
Oh, it confuses everybody in this house. Not just the cat.
June is going to be cooking chili in about an hour. Cool.
Nice. I like a bit of chili.
Lizzie says they spice up the lives. Lauren's on holiday from school this week as well, so I've got her home for a fortnight. So,
lucky you.
Oh, yeah. I'm at dental tomorrow to have the last remaining teeth out, and then I'm just going to wait for my new dentures to arrive. So a couple more weeks of flush tube from my lap. And then we should be back in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, my Avley is coming out with some gorgeous patterns, and I'm definitely snatching them up as soon as. Oh, excuse me. Cool. Kelly says it's a beautiful sunny day in the Fraser Valley of BC. Senga says we went to the mother-in-law's for dinner. That was very nice. I cooked again today. I say I cooked. Andy did quite a lot of it. And
yes,
it was just,
I did.
For me, it was more a case of assemble. Yeah, it's been nice, hasn't it? We had a nice dinner.
Yeah.
Katie, I'm not worried about pain. It's not hurt so far. The most pain that I've had is a twinge as he's taken a tooth or two out. But I've had no problems post-extraction, no bleeding, no swelling, no anything like that. I have literally been the best I could ever have been. What do we have? Cottage pie. It's our Sunday favourite at the moment because it's nice and easy to make, and it's easy for me to eat at the minute as well, with only having limited teeth. So, having said that, I was eating a packet of crisps the other night.
Which goes against your diet, but
I don't care. 1 more pound, by the way, and I get to my goal. 1 more pound.
It's like Enos said the other night, Nick, at the food place. It's neither here nor there a pound, is it?
Nope. And like Peter Kay says, "Aye, to pound."
What?
Aye, to pound. Tracy Albert, what have I missed? Later on, I've got off the phone. My sister, one of my older sisters, passed away this morning. I'm so sorry, Tracy. I really, truly am sorry for your loss. If there's anything you need, do let us know. Time change for Laura means that we're only 12 hours behind, but only for a couple of weeks. Oh dear.
Oh, they changed the clocks in New Zealand as well?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Sister is never late, nor Shirley. She arrives precisely when she means to. Phantom tooth pain is the worst. Not had any?
What?
Hello, Mother.
What do you want?
Hey.
Oh, you want it?
You shouting at me for something. What is it?
Yeah. Nah, I don't want something right now. I want something tomorrow.
What do you want tomorrow?
I would like it, very much so, if you and I probably after Asda at some point in the afternoon, just you and I could take a trip to Card Factory for somebody's birthday.
You mean your
Lauren's?
sister?
Yes.
Well, here's the thing, Helen. We can do that, but how the heck do we hide it from Lauren?
We're not going to hide it. We're just going to go and buy it, and then it's here ready.
Well,
Kelly will be back in a few minutes to unload the dishwasher.
Some can be hidden, one cannot.
No
One
worries.
that cannot be hidden is a balloon. But
Oh, yes, it's...
you could hide one on the balloon, but I could probably put it back over it.
Okay, here's what we'll do.
Well, we didn't hide the balloons last time.
Hannah, here's what we'll do. Before we go to Asda, we'll go to Card Factory. We'll do the bits and bobs. Lauren can stay in the car while we get the bits and bobs, and then we can we can go to Asda and jobs are good. All done in one hit, and Lauren never sees a thing.
Because you can use that new rose, can't you?
Aye.
That's crafty thing.
Aye, you see.
They're just debating because it's Lauren's birthday on Friday, and we need a few bits from a card shop.
Oi, language.
English. Oh, from Sting.
Yes. You might have to mute that, Nikki.
Have you done a video on Glock? Question for you, Andy.
Huh?
Hannah, you're interrupting now.
Something for me there, what?
Yeah, question for you, Andy. Have you done a video on Glossop?
No.
No, not yet.
No, won't get one. Glossop's not a parish.
Ah, not a parish.
Well, at least that's sorted.
What's the nearest you've done to Glossop?
That's where I've just been this weekend. Tinsel and Charlesworth, which are coming out in about 4 weeks. What's up?
Does anybody know if we've got any fresh pasta?
Yes, in the bottom drawer of the fridge.
Oh, cool. I fancy some pasta. I don't know what I'm going to put on it, but I fancy some pasta.
Was your tea not enough?
It's a Sunday. I'm starving for hours because it's Friday now. I'm hungry.
I hope you guys are enjoying this, by the way.
Oh dear, Hannah and her bants.
No, you interrupting the stream.
Oh, they love it.
Well, they're normally used to it on my Stitch with me because she always comes down and interrupts me Stitch with me.
They're used to it. They adore me.
Well, I'm glad.
Does anybody else want some pasta while I'm putting
No,
it
thank
on?
you.
You're all right.
I'm going to check with Lauren and see that one. She's not got a big appetite.
Katie says, does Andy video parishes in all of England?
Yes.
He's aiming to. Yes, there are over 10,400 of them. And we're up to, what, about 1,500 so far?
I've lost count. But it is something along those lines, yes.
Yeah.
My mind's gone blank here.
And my brother's asked me what made you decide to make videos on the parishes in the UK. It was a lockdown thing. And it was part of the go out and get a bit of exercise thing in lockdown. Because Andy was very limited with what he could and couldn't do. And it's just really evolved from there.
Yeah. And I'm still doing it.
Hannah? 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 She disappeared upstairs now. I will tell her that, Kay. My husband's grandparents are from St. Just in Cornwall. Does he intend to get there someday? Yep.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I was shouting you, Hannah.
What do you want?
Well, Kay,
Who's that?
she's a lady up in Scotland, says that she'll have some pasta, but it might be rather cold by the time you get it to her.
Yeah, it might be.
Yes, I'll get to St. Just, but I don't know when because Cornwall's long.
Yeah, Cornwall's a long way in the
way away
distance.
from here. It's the furthest. It's the furthest county away from where we are.
Justice, is it famous for pewter?
I genuinely don't know. I don't know, and I'll only find that out when I get there.
As a town clerk to a parish in Cumbria, this makes me smile, says Vivian. Which parish?
Which one? I've only done 6 in Cumbria.
We've
up to
done
now,
6.
But if it's a town, I definitely haven't done it. Because the only 6 I've done in Cumbria were all near Workington.
Workington, yeah. Kay says, when you get to Danehill Parish, there's a very interesting walk, an old house called Chelwood Vatchery.
Danehill, where's Danehill?
It'll be in Sussex, because it's Kay Sussex Stitcher.
Ah, right, cool. Oh, hello. I'm coming to Sussex this week.
Where are you going into in Sussex this week?
Between Lewis and New Haven.
Is the cat come down?
I don't know. I'm not busy. I'm not watching the cat. I'm watching my stream
I
come
heard a
in.
noise. I thought you were talking to the cat.
Keswick.
All right, yeah, Keswick. Right,
Wow.
cool. Yeah, no, been nowhere near there yet, but I will. I will.
Did we go to Keswick when we went up to Cumbria? No, we went to Kendal. I suppose it's easy to mix them up. Yes, Cornwall is. My DNA says I have family still living in and around London. Oh, cool.
Right. Hey, I've got a couple near London. If you're interested. I've taken over your stream here.
That's all right. We had a holiday up in Dentdale.
Yeah, I've got to do that as well at some point.
And we went to Kendal. We went to Windermere and Ambleside, and we went to Beatrix Potter Place and what have you. And I didn't mind it particularly, if I'm honest, but I wasn't particularly struck on it. I know it sounds silly because Lake District can be one of the really, really beautiful places in the UK, but I think we had disappointing accommodation, and I think that kind of spoilt the holiday. June will be back. No worries. One of the highlights of that, there were 2 highlights for me when we went up that way. One was the cheese factory in Hawes.
Yeah.
We loved that, going to the cheese factory. That was amazing.
You stood for ages watching that.
Oh, I stood forever watching them make cheese. And then we went on the walk, on like a big walk, and it was a good few miles to Thornton Force waterfall.
Ingleborough, wasn't it?
Ingleborough, yeah, and that was beautiful. Thornton Force. It was pickling it down with rain, though. We got saturated.
Yeah, but you remember there was a cafe at the end of it where we sat with hot chocolate, and that was definitely...
Yeah, and there was that little stop halfway around where we could get a drink and that too.
Yeah, which was interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
But no, I didn't enjoy that holiday as much as I should have done, as much as I ought to have done. I think, like I said, it's because we had the disappointing accommodation. There was like a big leak and stuff, and to be fair, the accommodation weren't that great, were it? It was just, it were
all right for what it were.
Yeah, well, I weren't particularly struck. Not too far from us, says Kay, we are Heathfield.
Heathfield. Yes, I believe you have mentioned Heathfield before, although I can't remember whereabouts in Sussex it is. My knowledge of Sussex is not very good.
The day we went to Ambleside was nice, and then we went across onto Windermere and went to Beatrix Potter house and what have you. We enjoyed that, didn't we?
Ah, yeah, I see, yeah. Yeah, definitely not too far from you. It's kind of north of Eastbourne, isn't it? So it's kind of the next big town over, I guess.
Yeah, but we absolutely got sopping wet through the day we went to Thornton Force. The waterfall was amazing, though.
Oh, yeah. It was. We all like things that look amazing.
Kelly's back, chose mostly complete. Cool. It's been glorious recently, apart from yesterday. We've had a couple of nice days here, which has been really nice.
We ain't got no tuna. We're all gonna put on pasta.
Well, you've got a choice, Hannah.
Use some gravy or put in some ham.
Okay, do you desperately want tuna? There's a shop at the end of the road.
You could nip up the shop if you want.
No, it's all.
Fancy a walk up with her, Andy?
In this? No.
You're the quickest one to be able to put some bottoms on and just go.
Hannah, no, I'm not going. Look, I'm not going out. I've been in the bath. I'm dressed for bed. I'm not going out again.
I want to do a routine then. I've already got past that.
I don't know, Hannah. You're going to have to sort it out. I'm streaming.
Why did no one buy any tuna?
Well, we didn't know we'd run out.
Did no one pick the check?
Oh, anything else? Just told her there's a shop at the end of the street. Can you just go and see what mess she's made in there?
Mess.
After 3 times, I've now 210 stitches, counting sometimes. It's
I
not
won't
easy.
even bother looking at the old pantry out.
Will they put it back?
Yes. What's that?
Does Andy have a YouTube channel? Channel. Yes, The Village Idiot. I went on a literary studies tour, which visited the Lake District, went to Beatrix Potter, Milton's Cottage, and Wordsworth. Yep.
I'll give it credit. The pantry is back as it was. So I'm not going to be.
She's put pasta away, has she?
No, that's still on. That's still in a pan on the side, but.
Well, it'll need shifting. I knew she'd leave something. Can't leave it out if you're not going to cook it. Is it got water in it?
No, I can just put it back in the fridge now.
Yeah.
I'll put the whole pan in. It's on my shelf, which is the thing on it anyway.
Love kids couldn't eat a whole one. Hey, Gail.
Oh dear. This is a very disjointed stream.
Yeah, it's only because of constant interruption.
Oh, people should learn not to interrupt.
How are you feeling, Gail? Are you any better? And have you managed any stitching?
Remember, don't force yourself.
Indeed.
He's writing me, aren't they?
Eh?
Sorry, I'm just working something out.
Well, I think you're talking to me.
Sorry.
You'd have thought your daughters would be used to the streaming work like by now. Well, you'd have thought so, yeah. But the thing is with Hannah, because Hannah has autism, when she's got a problem, nothing else matters. And it's part of the autism. Because she can't cope unless it's been resolved one way or another.
Well, in this case, the resolution is simple. Just walk up the shelf.
Yep.
Oh. I think I'm going out like this. I don't care if that sounds mean.
Well, it does sound mean, actually, but there we go. But I'm not getting involved in it. I never said to do that. Oh, now Andy's got the huff. Katie says she's just subscribed so she can watch you.
Good. Thank you.
Life with children at home, always lovely. I dispute that.
I'll be back.
Anyway. May get to stitch this week. The quilt's pretty much done, and if I don't want to start any other project before I go to Maui on the 8th. Oh, very nice. And then there was one. Well, girls are both upstairs. Hannah's got the hump. Lauren's in the bath, and Andy's stomped off now for a tin of tuna. Because I told him he sounded mean. I didn't say he was being mean. I said he sounded mean. It sounded mean, which it did. The joys indeed of living with autism. I wish I could say, you know, but some days I just wish it wasn't there, because it can make things very complicated. The trip is for 30th anniversary. Kelly went there for a honeymoon. Ooh. I think, Enid, to be honest with you, I think we all have some kind of trait. It's just some of us are stronger than others, aren't we? I definitely do. With my anxiety and my need for routine. Hannah's like me to the nth degree. She's very routine. But she's also doesn't have any kind of flexibility. For her, it's one way or another. There is no in between, no middle ground. It's either a yes or a no, a black or a white. There's no grey, which can make life interesting. We cannot ever do anything. We can't ever spring a surprise on Hannah. She can't handle it. She doesn't like change. For example, first time that we went on an aeroplane to go on holiday, we were talking about it for weeks. And almost in every conversation, we were like, we are going to, and by the way, don't forget about going in the plane and stuff like that, and the airport, and it's a big place, and, you know, to get accustomed to the idea. Hey, Celia. I live with an autistic sibling. Quite frankly, I don't cope well with change. Yep. Kelly, gonna get a cup of tea? No, nice. No worries. I've got my cup of tea. It does. My youngest has it, so I understand. Yeah. I do think that everybody has a trait in them. I think for me, the first thing that I have a pathological need to be early. You know, if I've got an appointment or something. I had my mammogram this week, and the hospital is a 15-minute drive away. We set up at 4 o'clock. My appointment was at 4:30. And I was quite annoyed that it was like 4:28 when we got there. Hey, Lauren. Was Hannah okay with it in the end? Okay with the flying, yeah. Although she didn't much like it in the airport when she went through the security, and you know how you're supposed to bag up your liquids. Yeah, she forgot to do that with a roll-on deodorant and got an extra scanning. She didn't like that very much. It upset her. And ended up having to tell the go to her when and go to the person who was doing it and saying to her, look, she's got autism.
Hannah?
Yes, if you're not 10 minutes early, you're 5 minutes late. Yes. But we did manage to get there. But yeah, I hate being late. You know, like they say when you get married, you're supposed to be late. I was like fully expecting that my ex-husband was a late one, and he was. I was there on time. Hey, Christine. Right, we're about to start some show and tell, I think. Breathe.
Well, hopefully Hannah's happy now.
Just make sure it's on the list tomorrow. All right. Shall we do some show and tell?
Yeah, let me just find the jingle.
Cool. Lauren, can you do me a favour? Can you go to the kitchen table and fetch me my stuff apart from the Freddos that I was bought for Mother's Day today?
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I got my other one there. That's fine. Cool, right. So let me show you first of all what the girls got me for Mother's Day. So, as I said earlier, Hannah got me a lovely bracelet to add to my collection. And I love them with these kind of clasp rather than the claw clips, lobster claws or anything like that. Okay, Lauren bought me a beautiful sun bunny key ring, and it says "Lovely Mum."
Not much, but at least I got something.
Hey, you got me something. And also Hannah got me a Tatty Ted key ring with love, so I have plenty of key rings. She also knows that I get terribly cold feet, and we've got some Tatty Ted cozy socks. Look at them. They're going to keep my feet warm. What does that say? Does it say something there? I'll have to have a see if I can find out. Love and hugs, they say. Okay, and then Hannah got me this, much to the annoyance of Lauren.
Very much to the annoyance of
So
me.
it's a new mug.
Of course, doodle picture.
Hey Joyce, look at that. Hi Tracy, just in time, we're doing show and tell. But this is one of my Mother's Day presents. I mean, really.
I mean, like, messy, yes, that's true. But ungrateful and bratty, that is not true.
Yeah, well, there you go. So, that is my Mother's Day bounty. Right, Hannah, hush, I'm doing show and tell. If you're going to talk, go in the kitchen. If you're going to talk, go in the kitchen. There we go, that's got rid of the wildlife. Okay, so we have a show and tell thread. We are over 400 members in group now. It is funny, isn't it? Okay, so let's just start with a couple of group posts. So Gail has been busy working on her lady with puppies, and it's looking awesome, Gail. But yeah, as I said, only stitch what you feel able to do. Don't push yourself, otherwise you might not want to do it. Francesca's update on her big Disney piece, The Heroines, and she has been busy working on colour completing the black. So yeah, it's looking good. Okay, let's see what else, because I know there's a couple in the there we go. Louise has worked on 2 projects this week. We've got a Deck the Halls, Donna Gelsinger. Just zoom in. There we go. It's looking good. And the other piece, which is the Nativity by Donna Gelsinger. And these are both stitched on 20 count. Looks like 1/1 full cross. And they're looking awesome. Okay, so we have some dinglings, please, my dear.
Okay.
The first one is for Sharon. First part of the hate sound. That is done. And Mel, You Are Enough, last year's Mandala by Amanda Butler from last year's Cross Stitcher. So we've got another finish. Beautiful. This bell's going to be on overtime tonight, tell you. Okay, right. Let's find tonight's show and tell. It's a single thread. Show and tell. Okay. Keyboard, go away. So Cheryl is busy as ever working on her Disney cross stitch. Looks like we got another mini. We've got ducks and all sorts in this one. It's looking good, Cheryl. Hey, Norma. I am working on my Tower Bridge Sophie Kilpatrick piece today. Lizzie is working on Summer Queen. Bridget Ashwood, Heaven and Earth Designs, a retired piece. It's looking good. And Lizzie has shared the mock-up. It's very brightly coloured, this one. Okay, what else have we got in here? Vivian has been working on a huge diamond painting. This is Wizard's Spell by Steve, lots of S's, Steve Sundram from Diamond Art Club. Plenty going on in this one. Very steampunkish. Excuse me. And here's, yeah, definitely steampunkish. There's the full image. So, yeah, that's looking awesome. Tracy has a finish. Look at this. Underwater City by Barbara Anna. How cute is that? Really cute. Nicely done, Tracy. What's next? Hannah is on a full coverage break. This is Summer by the Cricket Collection. I don't know, okay. You might have to have a look, see if you can't cross-reference it and see if you can find out. Sharon won't be joining. So, Kay's 300 stitches on Harmony this morning after doing over 1100 yesterday. Switched things around a bit, made a start to the second instalment of the 2025 Hadesal Roses. I've started on the partial page 5 and have done 392 stitches so far. I decided not to do diagonals for this section as it's only 18 stitches wide. And this is on some 18 count, easy count Ada using CXC, and it's 1/1 full cross. Okay. Now, something not cross-stitch. Not cross-stitch, but made these mug mats yesterday for an upcoming cross-stitch retreat gift. So this is a finish. You know, my neighbours must wonder why on earth we ring a bell 2 nights a week. I didn't.
Hey, it's no worse than the noise that comes from them. And it's not a bell, trust me. A bell would be comparatively quite pleasant.
Charlotte has been busy working on her owl. Cute owl that's been sent to her by email from Creatively Crafting. 30.05% done. 1,463 stitches out of 4,868. So it's looking great, Charlotte. Keep on trucking.
It's not chewy at all, is it? It's not chewy at all, is it?
And she's not stitching because she's cut herself on the neck of a beer bottle. Ouch. I didn't saw that there was glass on it. Yeah, that looks a little sore. Thankfully, not bleeding or stitch worthy, but it might just stop you from stitching. Okay, Elizabeth is getting ready. Is working on getting ready for the Jubilee. It's Kate Brazier Gecko Rouge piece. Kit's got stuck in Indianapolis for over 3 weeks, but it's finally arrived on Thursday, and she's been busy, and she's passed 1%.
Does that need a bell?
Yeah, go on, we'll have a little bell, just a little bell for that. Why not? Because we've passed the percent. It's a Gecko Rouge kit. She's waited 3 weeks for it. Yeah. Kate is in the middle of a contribution for supper. So this will be brief. Haid Alpaca artwork by Connie Togel. That's looking great there, Kay. And Kay has shared a mock-up. And look how cute this one is. Like an alpaca with a smile on its face. Tina has added another percent to Fables and it's now at 10% complete. Looking forward to adding the next piece to my rotation on the next go through. Artwork is Medusa Dollmaker, kitted by Gecko Rouge, but now retired. And it's 25 count, 1/1, full cross. I'm sad that I missed out on this one, if I'm honest. I did see it a few times because I know a couple of people have been working on it, and I was like, shall I, shan't I, shall I, shan't I? And then Medusa Dollmaker retired everything. And there is the mock-up. Yeah, I'm a little sad I missed out on it. That will teach me to be complacent, won't it? Susan has worked 3,730 stitches into Hogwarts by Dark X Stitch. Nadia, 1/1 on 25 count, 1.64% done, drowning in grey at the moment, but snuck a peek, and the next colour is a green, so she's quite excited about that. Okay, and Susan has shared the mock-up, and there is the mock-up. Okay, Natalie is working away across the bottom of her Home Sweet Home sampler. And Jane is working on, look how cute this is. This is Catnap. Stitched full cross, 1/1 on some 25 count, straight into lots of confetti. Lauren's going, oh.
Adorable.
Delighted to step back and see your cat's eyes and nose. I really didn't need a new start, but it just can't settle at the moment with existing whips and to get into them. Mock-up pic below. How cute is that? It's such a cute kitty cat. Have you seen that, Andy?
I have now.
A little boop.
Cuter than our bloody cat.
I don't know. Our cat's been a bit cute lately. Okay. And the mock-up. Jeff Haney. Heaven and Earth design, presumably. Oh, there's lots of cute cats on that. Lauren, come and see this mock-up.
Oh, it's even more adorable.
There you go. Lauren says, it's even more adorable. Well, you probably heard her. Look at this guy here. What's he doing?
Oh.
This one. He's like, give me the treats.
We might need a new pan.
Why?
Because when I do my pasta, it smelled like it was burning, but obviously I can't stir it in. Also, when I chuck pasta out when it's done, it's not, pasta's not burnt, but when I looked on the bottom of the pan, it's got like...
Probably just needs scrubbing. Right, Senga is working on, sorry about that, Senga's working on Pointed Fifth. Haven't stitched in a few days, been on a reading binge, so this is sitting at 45%. It's looking great though, Senga. Really, really nice. Natalia is working on more chocolate bunnies by Hands On Design. Life needs more chocolate bunnies. Words to live by. Tina's next project is a pair of socks. West Yorkshire Spinners 4-ply sock yarn in the colourway Blue Lagoon. Looks lovely.
Can you make socks?
No.
Oh.
Okay. Sarah is working on a long dog sampler. This is 7th wave, 3.27%. The colour is 307. Chosen by her mum and brother as they liked the yellow on the dark blue. It does stand out quite well. It absolutely does. Beautiful stuff. So yeah, you know, that real contrast, it pops. Sarah has shared the mock-up. I haven't seen this one. 7th wave. Look at that. Plenty to see. In the shelter of each other, we survive. That's what it says across the bottom. Joyce has finished page 2 on Bedtime Story by Chris Dunn. Pain-free craft pages are small though, so there are many more to go. So let's have a look. 700 by 500, something like that. And Joyce has shared the mock-up. Look at that. So yeah, Windy the Willis type stuff. Got you covered over on Pain Free Crafts. Vicky, new start yesterday, making this for her niece as a baby announcement. Going to put the baby's name and birth date in the centre. So yeah, so Hands Across the Sea sampler. And the other Vicky is working on this little gift tag. How cute is that? On a sparkly fabric too. Kelly's gemstone quilt. There we go. Look at that. The top is complete. All 10 family members represented. The measurement is about 51 by 73 inches. I uploaded a video of the process for this quilt on Thursday, if anyone's curious, and I'm making the backing right now, but I need more solid black. There will be one more video from the quilt on my channel after it's entirely finished, but I think we can do a bell because we have finished the top. That's looking awesome, Kelly. Really beautiful.
I think the cat appreciated that.
Oh well, we didn't ask the cat her opinion, did we?
We never asked the cat's opinion because the cat's opinion is not valid.
Okay, Brittany is busy working on her Haid Sow, just under 5k stitches, hoping to hit the 5k mark on live. And if I'm not mistaken, this is Jolly World. Kelly says, my sister and I are happy with it exactly the way as we wanted it to be. Yep, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, it's Jolly World. There we go. My cat's opinion is always valid, says Lizzie. Well, ours isn't.
Ours isn't.
This is the cat who's of the opinion that she's being starved every second of the day, isn't she? And she's fed 4 times a day. Okay, so update for this one. This is Kristen. Eagle Mountain by Heaven and Earth Designs. Working this on 28 count even weave. When I started this, she says, I thought it would be fun to colour complete, starting with the highest number of stitches. I started with 310. This is 57,141 out of the 137,403 in black. Overall, I've completed 11.3% of the entire piece. I've been looking at the pattern, and colour completing might not be an option since there will be a huge jump to the next section of black and I don't want to miscount, but I will cross that bridge when I come to it. So yeah, that's a lot of black. Great stuff. Okay, and is this a mock-up? It surely is. There we go. It's a David Penfound, Eagle Mountain. But yeah, you can see that there's a lot of black. Okay, Laura is making up a couple of signs to put on the dishwasher. One that says dirty, one to say clean. Making the design up as I stitch. 14 counts, 2/1, full cross. Cool, cool. Judy is stitching on an egg from Oology by Satsuma Street. This is the second of 4. Oh, she's eating tuna.
Yeah.
And Judy has shared the mock-up there. So it's this one that Judy's doing. But yeah, they're super cute, aren't they? Oh, I've managed to turn the thread off because I'm a whomper. No, get rid of the... Okay. Quite a lot on here, haven't we? Jennifer, working this afternoon on Starry Nights by Van Gogh, charted by Haid. 28 count, easy, 20 count, easy count, Ada, 1/1, 4.48% complete. 4,284 out of 95,550 stitches.
I think she's always trying to win up though.
Well, she's been a bit of a rat bag with the food today, so I'm not surprised she's hungry. And that is the cover page. So we're all familiar with Starry Night.
Starry Night.
You know, Don McLean was in the house. Was it Don McLean?
I don't know. Anybody know? Anybody know? Because I don't know.
Okay. Emily is working on her Lorna Lane pumpkin, charted by Gecko Rouge. So, yeah. This is one I'm considering. I do like my Lorna Lanes.
Have you finished yours, Laura? Almost. Have you got any tuna in the bottom of it?
Vicky, 5% complete on Santa after a restart, and here is where she's at. Still loads of tuna just sat on the arm of that chair for it to hoover up. And that's on sparkly fabric as well. Seen a couple of sparkles tonight. Thank you for the Mother's Day wishes as well. Kitty Warrior by Jules Design. 20 count, 2/1 on opalescent Ada. Now at 85.07%. This is our lovely Carla's piece.
What does opalescent mean?
It's like a shimmery, shiny one. Gives like a pearl effect.
Okay. This is me who knows nothing about fabric. So.
And here is the mock-up of the kitty cat that Carla is on with. Kitty Warrior. Stitching Jules design. Enid says, a phone's messing up the colour, but this is Small Turkish Sampler by Peeling Teaser Cyber Stitches freebie. Looking good, Enid. And DMC as per the pattern, shade 798. And this looks to be the last comment, but I will check. Farewell to Anger by Heaven and Earth Designs. This is from Wendy. 32.48% complete. Aim is to complete by the end of the year. So just zooming in a little bit so we can see these fabulous colours running through this one. It's looking great. And Wendy has shared the mock-up. There we go. And there's Farewell to Anger. So there we go. That, I will just double check, make sure I haven't missed anything. But that is your Sew and Tell report for today. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to turn off the comments. Beautiful. So let me just double check, make sure I haven't missed out anything in the group. We talked about a couple of finishers. Yeah, that's it. Yep, we're all good. So, yep, brilliant work, everybody. Absolutely fantastic. You're doing some awesome stitching. Oh my days. Right, let's get back and do a little, oh, sorry, try not to make you guys seasick. There we go. Do a little bit more work on Tower Bridge. Forgotten there, forgot what I was stitching on. Dim, dim, dim. So yeah, I tell you, the Sew and Tell in half getting popular. And it's nice to see finishers. Oh, by the way, do I get my dinglings?
You can have one.
I want my dingling. That's for stop. Too much. Stop. That's for 5% plus 50,000 stitches plus the most amount I've ever stitched in a day. Thank you. He's a noisy chuff, isn't he?
So next door.
Yeah.
Only now.
Well, yes, I suppose, like you said, it is better than the usual racket that we hear from next door. A tinkly bell instead of a screaming child. Yes, 3 goals in one, or aims in one. But yeah, to get 1% on my night cafe, it's almost 10,000 stitches. So, you know, really, when I make any kind of inroad in, I'm definitely celebrating every single step of the way for Night Cafe. Such a big piece, nearly 1 million stitches. It is not the biggest cross stitch out there, though. Give up. Otherwise, that bell gets hidden somewhere.
Where?
The sun won't shine.
Hide it in my room.
Stop it now, please.
We could hide it in my room where it is never to be seen again.
Well, it
Well,
wouldn't
yeah,
wouldn't be seen
that's
again
not
in your
difficult
room.
because everything that goes into your room goes to its last
It's like,
room.
yeah,
Black hole of Calcutta.
it's like a time warp.
It's like Mary Poppins' bag.
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to find.
Yeah, it's that piece is 991,008 stitches. The biggest piece that I've seen is one from Gecko Rouge. It's a big world map, and I think it's like £2,000 or something for the kit, and it's always well over £1,000 for sure, and it's over 2 million stitches. What do you think to that, Andy?
You'd never finish it.
I know somebody that's got it and has started on it.
Yeah, starting it's one thing, finishing it's another.
Yeah, I'd have to have nothing else, literally nothing else on the go. Yeah, 2 million stitches, that's a lot.
I'm going to go upstairs in a bit.
All right, love you.
Bye.
Love you too.
Hello. Welcome for that, by the way.
Sounds like a job for Kulmari. Should keep her out of mischief for a year or two. I think she's now no longer a monogamous stitcher. She seems to have 2 or 3 different projects on the go. One of which is she's calling it a secret stitch.
If you hear the tuna in that ball, let me know there's some more I can put in it.
Well, you'll be coming down at 9:30 anyway to feed them, won't you?
Well, oh, they're coming down, yeah, but feeding you, either cat food or tuna, one or two.
I would love it, but I could get several kits for that money, which I would rather do. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Made great progress on this new start. Yep, thanks, Laurie. It's quite nice, you know. I mean, not a single one of my new starts I don't like. You know, they've all got something unique about them, something different about them. This style is very different. The style of artwork, very different to say Lorna Lane or whatever. So look at Hogwarts chart, 227,000 stitches. Yeah. Is that the one, the dark cross stitch one, the one that Susan's doing? If so, no harm, no foul in getting that. It's free. Dim, 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 dim. Her charts are lovely to stitch. Do you know? I know that she's got some Lord of the Rings ones. I haven't looked at them yet. Yet.
That implies you will.
Well, at some point, I'm a member in the group.
Very dangerous looking at new kits, Nikki. You don't want to enable yourself too much, do you?
It's not a kit, it's a chart.
Chart, kit, same thing. Okay, I know it's not the same thing, but you know I'm getting it.
Mm-hmm.
Look, here's the thing, right? Even just looking at the chart is dangerous because you have all the threads in that conservatory.
Well, that's true. And fabric. Hogwarts is a fast stitch. I did it over 1800 in one day, which is a record. Yeah, that's good. Just seems to be like a great swathe of sky in it, though. I suppose I could crop it a little bit, but I don't really like doing that. Because it's not how the designer wants it to be, is it? Not that I'm saying that cropping charts is wrong, just caveat there. Oh, excuse me, I beg your pardon. Yeah, lots to grey, yeah. Needed a break from all the detailing stitching shelf, yeah. Yes, if you want to save money, just don't look at the advertisements, huh? Not likely. Got me thinking about that 2 million stitch chart now. They used to do it just the PDF. I think. But now they only do it in the kit. I wonder how long it would take somebody to kit that up. 2 million stitches. Took me forever to do my prep. You know, when they all come on the thread card, I have to cut across the bottom. 2 million stitches worth of thread. It would take me forever.
You'd enjoy it.
Well, it's stitching. I enjoy anything to do with stitching. The Hogwarts image looks great. Is a dark cross stitch chart in good quality? Susan? Yeah, you'll be able to, and anybody else that's stitching a dark stitch chart, can you let Joyce know what's the charting like? Has anyone done a pattern by Stitch is So Beautiful? I bought a couple of their patterns last week and they look lovely. I haven't, but there are a few people who have or are doing them. Catherine Stitches, Ebony, on Frost Tube for a start. And I think Kim Hollenbach is doing one. So yeah, there's a few Stitches So Beautiful work in progress is knocking about. Eda Jose Rosas seems to be their more popular artist, and they do have in the Facebook group like incentives. You do more than do so many stitches on a chart per month and you get freebies and this, that and other. Oh, it's gone all quiet now, kids. Gone upstairs.
Sorry, I'm not much company, am I?
Oh, you're all right. So it's gone nice and peaceful now. Sleepy Stitcher and Max Colour Frost Tubers are also stitching shorts from them as well. Thank you. I knew there was some more, Denise. I just couldn't remember them. I remember Ebony and Catherine and Kim. Oh, man, that is dangerous for me. Yeah. Oh, Carla as well. Yes. She does stitches so beautiful as well. Got Goddess, the Village, and What Comes in the Night because it reminded me of a Nazgul. Ah. Can you stick a link in the group with that one? The one that reminds you of the Nazgul. Because, you know, I might get enabled. I'm saying it very quietly. Do not tempt it. When people say the quiet word, that's when it all erupts. Only if I'm at work. It never erupts here. It's quiet, it's quiet. They'll not be down again now. Well, Hannah will be to feed the cat in a bit. The cat's got the hump anyway, Hannah, because Hannah did a flea treatment today. Lauren will be now just chatting to her mates. Half term. Oh wait, that stitch is so beautiful. Yes. Stitching Mummy is doing one too. She's got several beautiful full coverage projects on the go. Yeah, I've seen Stitch is so beautiful mentioned quite a lot. But they are not a company that I've explored yet. The thing is, I've got that many on the go now. And I've still got another 4 to start. A lovely chart from Nadia of a polar bear. Oh, yes, I've seen that one. Look to the sky. Yeah, that's really pretty. It's the one with the northern lights, isn't it? Somebody was stitching that. I think it's been on Sew and Tell. That's it, Kay, that's doing that one. Thanks, Kay. I knew somebody were doing it. It's just there's that many people on the Sew and Tell. I can't remember all of them individual. So, yeah, thank you. There we go. It's Kay's fault. Kay enabled you. Then Nadia offered it for free. And free is our favourite price. Has anyone decided on the fabric for the May sale yet? I think I'm going to do mine on some 28 count even weave over 2. And that's as far as I've got. Because then it'll come out at sort of 14 count size, won't it? So yeah, it's just some 28 count plain even weave over 2, I think. Thanks, Emily. I'll take a look at that in a bit. Got so and tell jingle in my head. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to go and have a look now. It's an idea to do it over 2. I feel the motif will do best if not too small. Yeah. I've got some 28 count, which I've only ever done one project on 28 count, and that was pandemic. I am not comfortable doing 1/1 on 28 count. I would much rather do over 2. So in essence, it just becomes like a big bolt of 14 count. Sniff snuffs, dear. Oh, that's definitely Nazgul. Definitely. Oh yes, I like that. Look away, look away. Do not click on the link. Do not click on the link. Do not click on the link. Go back to your live stream and do not click on the link. I go make my missile on 18 count 2/1 in the same cream. Ada, cool. Picking up a whip, says Laurie. The curtains can wait. Yes, indeed. Might have been Lizzie. Might have been Lizzie. Might have been. Click indeed. But I'm not. I'm resisting. Just as an aside, the stitches so beautiful patterns going to Pattern Keeper nicely. Asking for a friend. Oh my gosh, can you hear that?
Yep.
Even Hannah's moving. Resistance is futile. Yeah, but do they go into Pattern Keeper nicely? I want to know. That could be the deciding factor. What's what, June? Pattern Keeper? No, it's somebody over the road that, okay. I'm working on a beautiful place by Eddie Jose Rosa. It's a nice stitch. Works well with Pattern Keeper. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, the screaming in the background. It's a little kiddie over the road. Yes, but you have to count that. Stitches vertical and horizontal. All right, okay. Hidden stitches. Got you. So yeah, if ever we move out this house, I'm having a house in the middle of a field. So it can be quiet. No neighbours. Every time my brother shows me something in Lego, I may want to build a record on vinyl. I might want to listen to a chant cross stitch over and over again. I think he's gone now, the noisy little monkey. I have to say that the next door ones have been surprisingly unnoisy today. They were a little noisy earlier on in the day, but this morning.
I'm not complaining about it.
It's normal that they're noisy in the morning. It's definitely beyond their bedtime now next door, so. It still makes me chuckle though, thinking about that time when little lad come out and said, I'm phoning the police on you because you're an idiot, to his dad.
It was hilarious.
Just the way he came out with it.
It was utterly hilarious.
Yeah. Kelly's going to head out. No worries, Kelly. Thank you for joining us. See you Wednesday, all being well. And have a wonderful rest of your day. Hey Cindy, how you doing? Are you all right? Oh, good. Good. We're getting some spring-like days here. It's been quite nice. Thanks, Cindy. Yeah, this one, Tower Bridge, with the Shard in the background. So if you carried on up the Thames here, under the Tower Bridge and the Shard on the left, you would eventually reach the London Eye and the Houses of Parliament. Some gorgeous blues in this one. Big clunk from next door. Do you hear it? Just There we go. Yes, we had our doors open and that while I was cooking today. Kept it nice. We may even be able to turn the heating off soon. 1st of April it goes off anyway. And I can get jumpers and stuff if it goes cold again. My stepdad tells me, I mean, today we were hitting like 18 degrees. My stepdad tells me there's been some snow forecast. I think it was Dennis. I'm hoping next week I can do the Q-Snap, do the final part. Oh, fingers crossed for you, Natalie. Then we'll be ding, 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 ding for you. Cindy has put in through some ding dings for people who have missed who've had a finish. We had a couple of finishes in the Sew and Tell thread tonight, Cindy. We had a Barbara Anna piece. We had some coasters that were finished. And we had a couple in the group as a whole. Sharon had finished her part of the Haid. So had Kay as well. So, yeah. And a couple of milestones as well. So, all good. Yeah, it's all good. Busy Sew and Tell tonight. And coming along on my Celtic Winter, just have the border and the beads left. Cool. Sounds good. It'll be the confetti stitches that will get me, so it's naturally I need to finish the fencing and the grass this week. Sure you'll be fine, Natalie. It really is quiet. We got new neighbours and they were so quiet this morning I didn't realise they were there. Oh, hey, that's a good thing. Wish my neighbours were quiet. They don't know the flipping meaning of the word. We've had arguments in the middle of the night and all sorts. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're not silent neighbours. You can't be. But we're not that noisy. And, you know, if one of the girls was having a screaming fit, I wouldn't be letting her go off for 20 minutes at a time. Kay says she thinks her neighbours wear clogs. Oh dear. That doesn't sound good. That's why I'm glad I don't live in a flat. My stepdad does, but he's a top flat, so. You missed when they're on holiday. Too quiet. When we were on a few years back, when we were on holiday in Tenerife, we were staying in an apartment. It was an apart hotel, and we were not the top floor. We were 1 or 2 down from the top floor. Can you remember, Andy, in Tenerife?
Yeah.
And all night long, the people above us, it were like they were moving furniture all night. Can you remember?
Yeah. I remember that, yeah.
Never got to the bottom of it, did we?
I'm not sure I wanted to.
And then when we went and stayed in the apartment in Almeria, we could hear the people next door playing cheeky all night. Very loudly. Do you remember?
Mm. Yeah, but what you have to remember is, Nikki, that they weren't all that proficient, shall we say?
No, because it was all flipping night long. I was like, for God's sake, will you just leave that poor woman alone, or will she leave him alone? Every flipping night. We were just like, you know, we were staying obviously in this apartment, and we just go to bed and we're like, just wait for it. It's about to start. Every single night. It was a right headache, didn't it?
Mm.
It's not that the walls were particularly thin, because they weren't particularly thin. They were just particularly loud. Trying to remember, France, we were staying in a gîte, so we didn't have any neighbours, did we? Not any directly attached ones.
No.
So that weren't so bad. Catherine's lost connection. We'll play catch up later. No worries, Catherine. Is that somebody putting the bin out?
Sounds like it. It's been day tomorrow, to be fair. No.
How many stitches have I put in today? I did 1,000 on coastal this morning. I've done 700 on night cafe. I'm currently up to 275 on this one. So I will make 2,000 stitches today. And I'm firmly back on track for my 500,000 this year. With the whopping day of stitching that I had yesterday, it's brought it right back. So if I can get a few more days like that in and then get some stitches in the bank. Which project is closest to a finish? I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know. If I was to hedge my bets out of everything I've got going at the moment, I would say my Ice Dragon is probably the one. But then am I thinking about that because it's on paper? I don't know. I could be. But the full coverage, I couldn't tell you without going through them all and putting them in my spreadsheet. I've got a spreadsheet that works it out. A couple of blowers used to argue he would lock himself in the bathroom. She would try and kick the doors down. Oh, crikey. I bet you're glad you moved from there. Sure. The stitchy day yesterday came as a result really of not having anything to do. So do I do it by stitches or percentage? By stitches, because they're all such different sizes. If we're going by percentage, I think probably closest to a finish would be Envy, because that's got the highest percentage, I think, of everything I've worked. I think it's got about 40% done, something like that. But it's 240,000 stitches, so it still has more than 120,000 to go, probably 135, 140,000. But then, you know, my B has only got 65,000 in the entire piece, and I'm at like 2% or something. So it's funny, isn't it? I love Envy, but I see myself getting bored of all those greens, even though green's my favourite colour. It's not all green. Envy has greens, blues, greys, browns, yellows. It's got quite a few different colours. That's why I've got the rotation I've got with lots of different pieces, because I'm not going to get bored. And when you're stitching pieces that have a different style, different colour palette, some are shaped, some are left starts, some are centre starts, you know, there's, you know, lots of things I do to not be bored. And I'll be honest, when I get Envy out and I can put in 1,000 green stitches of about 12 different shades of green, it's quite nice. It's almost refreshing. Judy has to run. Company at the door. Enjoyed so much. No worries, Judy. See you Wednesday. And have a wonderful rest of your day. How do you organise a rotation? I must admit that confuses me. Quite simple. I've got a list. I have a list of all of my projects in a random order. And I just work down the list. And when I get to the bottom, I go back to the top. And as you know, what I do is I set 4 projects in a week. A Monday, Tuesday project, a Wednesday, Thursday project, a Friday, Saturday project, and a Sunday stitch. And I also have my extra stitches or focus on a finish. And at the moment, I've got my new starts. So Monday, Tuesday, whichever piece comes up in rotation, like tomorrow, it will be B. So I will aim to do 1,000 stitches over Monday and Tuesday on B, and extra stitches will go into my night cafe. So if I finish them in good time and I've got some more stitchy time left, night cafe is going to get some more work. My Wednesday, Thursday stitch will be my new start, which I shall spin on my Tuesday floss tube. And then on Friday, Saturday, my Friday, Saturday stitch is Sailing Fairy this week.
Oh, that's not been out for a while.
Exactly. Well, with 20 odd projects, it's, you know. So that's my Friday, Saturday stitch, and I'll aim to get in 1,000 stitches again. And then my Sunday stitch is Daughter of the Deep. My Wednesday stream will have Night Cafe as the one with extra stitches. And then Sunday stream will have the new start to give it a little bit of a boost. Because I'm putting 1,000 stitches in rotation, but if I can, you know, get in a few more, I will. Right, we are at over 2 hours, guys. I really do need to clear off. I have done 294 stitches, 295. Let's get it to 300. 296. 297. What I'm going to do, Lizzie, I think I'm going to write it all down and put it as a post in the group and get people to add below how they do a rotation, so it gives them some ideas. Because finding a rotation is very much a personal thing. You've got to find what works for you. But for me, 1,000 stitches and rotate works for me. Okay, so there we go. That is 300 stitches, and that is where tonight's stream will end. So thank you guys very much for your company, and thank you for the show and tell stuff. You're all awesome, and I will see you guys on Wednesday with some Night Cafe. There'll be a floss tube out Tuesday. And see what the spin is. There's 4 left, and then yeah, Night Cafe on Wednesday, and I will see you If not before, I will see you Wednesday or see you next week or however. So take care, everyone. I'll see you later. Bye.